of His Excellency's promises.
And that is why God makes a statement.
Do that.
Live.
My nice shots, why? You can't face the
You have the tripod. Why are you using tripod? Very nice. Why do a tripod at this time?
Watch your back, watch.
Thank you very much. You may now take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you very much. We're most grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall invite Steve
to try. The Commonwealth Youth Council stands ready to support the government of Ghana and all youth ecosystem stakeholders in implementing working solutions that will ignite the potential of young Ghanaians and inspire the change we all desire. This engagement should allow us to recommit to increasing investment for youth development, not just in talk but in action. We also have to ensure that young people are partners in everything that has to do with youth, which is why institutionalized youth groups like the Ghana Youth Federation are important. The inauguration of the federation is critical, and we must ensure the necessary resources are provided to maximize the potential of the federation. In conclusion, as young people, let us also commit to take advantage of the numerous opportunities available to us. Stay active and avail ourselves every time we are called upon. Let us also know that the time to act for whatever issue it is not in the future, but now. Thank you very much.
One of His Excellency's promises of establishing the Ministry for Youth Development, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama also promised that when he becomes president of this country, he shall give the young people of this country a voice. And so today, we will be inaugurating the Ghana Youth Federation. This is a promise that His Excellency made to the good people of this country, and that promise is going to be honored today. It is with profound humility, a deep pride, and a resolute sense of duty that I stand before you again today as Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment. We gather here not for a mere formality, but for a moment that history will remember, that affirms our collective belief in Ghana's future. And we believe strongly that this future of this country will be very safe in the hands of the young people of this country. Today, we officially inaugurate the Ghana Youth Federation, a powerful, united front representing the voice, vision of young people from every corner of this country. The National Youth Authority Act, Act 939, gives the National Youth Authority the power to constitute this youth federation. This is not just an institution, but we believe this is a clarion call on behalf of all young people, that our voices are echoed far beyond this auditorium. A promise was made by none other than His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, that under his leadership, the youth of Ghana would no longer have scattered voices in the wilderness, but one collective voice at the heart of policy making, governance, and national development. Today, His Excellency honors that pledge to the young people of this country, that they can now congregate and elect or position or put together the Ghana Federation, the Ghana National, am I pronouncing it right? The Ghana Youth Federation. And so when it is all done, from the districts to the regions, then we will have the national. But this is the interim leadership that is going to oversee to the formation of this noble act. You will have the full weight of the ministry behind you, and I pledge my personal support and institutional commitment to ensure that the Ghana Youth Federation succeeds, not just by this symbolic act that we are seeing, but by making sure that they are given the needed support and resources to be able to function. Let us build a federation that is inclusive, transparent, innovative, and above all, impactful. Let us make Ghana the model for youth leadership across the continent. Let us show the world what it looks like when young people are not just consulted, but are empowered and put in places of power and position. On this note, it is my distinct honor and privilege to formally declare the Ghana Youth Federation duly inaugurated.
See yourself because you don't have shoes on and feel belittled. The Maker doesn't use successful people to cause change. He uses people like ourselves, the nobodies, the have-nots. And that is why God makes a statement. I chose Kodobekwe from the village without electricity, and he's now a medical doctor. And I believe each and every one of us here has the potential to become successful. Our president, President John Dramani Mahama, says every day that he believes so much in the youth, and that's why he created a whole ministry for youth development and empowerment. All the things that he said were not things that he said as rhetorics in normal politics. He said them because he believed them. In our private times, he asked, Julius, this youth thing, which level do you think I'm taking it to? And sometimes I say, as for you, the way I believe you, I can't imagine where you are taking it to. So the youth of this nation, be assured that you have a leader who believes in you and who is going to ensure that you become successful. On that few remarks, I bring you his special greetings from the presidency, and he wants me to reassure you that he loves all of us and he will treat us like his children and make sure that we get the best in life. At this stage, I'm available for your questioning. Thank you for having me. The objective of it is to empower the youth who want to go into their own tradeship and little enterprise, small and micro enterprise, to be able to grow up on their own. The madam from National Tertiary Impact, I see your program as very, very interesting. And so I'll forward it up to discuss with the Minister for Youth Empowerment to see how best we can collaborate with you. I think these are those that are captured at this time.
Yes, so we shall now take the next three, but let me ask this one from online. And the person says, how can Ghana bridge the gap between education, skills training, and employability for the youth? So this is a question from Prince Amachi, who is watching us online. Okay, so when Chief is done noting that, we'll take yours. So next question from him.
Thank you very much. My name is Ali Ibrahim.
Ayariga, Acting CEO, National Youth Authority, distinguished members of Parliament, esteemed youth leaders, development partners, members of civil society organizations, members of the diplomatic corps, friends and colleagues from the UN family, ladies and gentlemen, and not forgetting our very own traditional leaders. Good afternoon. I am standing here on behalf of the UN Resident Coordinator for Ghana, Mr. Zia Chaudhry, who unfortunately could not make it today, but did send me to represent him and send his warmest regards to you. It is an immense privilege to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate International Youth Day 2025 under the powerful theme, Igniting Potential, Inspiring Change. As we know by now, this theme is not just a slogan, it is a call to action, a reminder that young people are not merely leaders of tomorrow, but the transformative force of today. Across Ghana and around the world, young people are challenging norms. They're breaking barriers, but they're also redefining what is possible. As the UN Secretary General reminded us in his International Youth Day message, we celebrate the determination, the creativity, but also the leadership of young people everywhere. This year's global theme, Local Youth for Action, the SDGs and beyond, emphasizes the progress begins in our communities. In every corner of the world actually, even here in Ghana, youth are shaping more inclusive, peaceful, but also sustainable societies. As we've heard from the previous speakers, indeed Ghana's youth, those between 15 and 35, make up to 38% of the population. This is not just a statistic, it is our greatest asset. But to unlock this potential, we must confront the harsh realities many young people face. We've heard about youth unemployment. It remains so high, 20% nationally, but reaches as far as 39% in the northern, upper east, and savannah regions. Over 1 million Ghanaians are not educated, are not employed, or even in training. Speaking of young women, they continue to face barriers to equal access in STEM, finance, and leadership. I commend the government of Ghana and its partners for the bold Red Means Stop campaign, a critical response to the rising scourge of drug abuse amongst young people, particularly the alarming use of synthetic substances like tramadol and lacquer. This campaign proves a vital truth. When we trust young people to lead advocacy and peer education, change becomes unstoppable. But let us be clear, substance abuse is not just a public health crisis. It is a threat to education, a threat to employment, and indeed to social cohesion. It robs our young people of their futures and weakens the very fabric of our communities. That is why early action is commendable, but sustained investment is non-negotiable. The truth is one the UN Secretary General has consistently championed, stating that young people are bold innovators, resilient organizers, and essential partners in achieving sustainable development goals. Their energy and ideas are not just welcome, they are actually fundamental to shaping a fairer, greener, and more resilient future. That is why here in Ghana, the UN in Ghana, the United Nations in Ghana, is working hand in hand with the government, the civil society, youth leaders to drive change. Whether in advancing climate action, in digital innovation, or human rights advocacy, young people are leading with passion and courage. Through UNICEF and IOLO, we are equipping young people with digital skills, coding, data analytics, and digital marketing, because the jobs of tomorrow demand tech fluency. UNFPA is advancing youth engagement and empowerment by nurturing and working with youth leaders and youth-led organizations, driving youth participation in climate action, and promoting youth health and well-being, including reproductive health. ITU and UNDP are expanding youth entrepreneurship, ensuring that Ghanaian talent thrives in the fourth industrial revolution. On peace and security, UNFPA and UNDP are empowering youth as mediators and peace builders, particularly in regions vulnerable to extremism.
Media, please, we are live on TV, so crave your indulgence.
Was just 10 on it, 10 on it. There's a bin. Blah blah. Okay.
Stand still. Stand still. Right up! Move! Left! And take a dressing. Back up. Voice lightly. Voice lightly.